Good morning, investors. Welcome to a brand new video. I'm going to be starting a new series on this channel. It's going to be my stock plays for blockchain. We have our cryptocurrency portfolios, but I think it's also important to be spread out across into the stocks as well. And so I'm going to be listing my top companies that offer stocks that people like you and I can invest in for a stock portfolio. And that first one we're going to be talking about today is going to be Accenture. Accenture is a global professional services company with leading capabilities in digital, cloud, and security. They offer strategy and consulting, interactive, technology, and operations services, which are powered by the world's largest network of advanced technology and intelligent operations centers. They serve clients in more than 120 countries. They're a Fortune Global 500 company, and they have over 537,000 employees. And you can see here, there's 6,000 clients served around more than 120 countries. They have an absolute ton of patents that they have under their name here. They have 185 partners in their ecosystem, and they're also in 200 cities with Accenture's locations and operations across 50 countries. And they also work with 91 of the Fortune Global 100, which is pretty cool. And as of 2021, we've made 19 consecutive appearances on the list of Fortune's world's most admired companies. 19 consecutive appearances. On top of that, they're very highly touted and awarded. If you see here, they were ranked number one on Fortune's most powerful women. That's their CEO, Julie Sweet, and she was included in that 5 consecutive years. They've been on the Forbes Global 2000 for 17 consecutive years, the Fortune's Global 500 for 19 consecutive years, World's Most Admired 19 straight years, Most Ethical Companies 14 straight years. So these awards are no joke. They are highly touted and highly recognized for what they do. But it's pretty cool that they have entire pages dedicated toward blockchain, which I'll post a link in the description here if you want to take a look at this. But they cover a lot of things of what blockchain is able to do, and I think it's pretty interesting here. Um, and then there's another thing right here from IDC. Um, they put Accenture as a leader in the worldwide blockchain services landscape here. And then they also said that Accenture's strategy and demonstrated commitment to blockchain, its technology, consortiums, and use cases make the company a good partner for organizations looking to build out their blockchain implementations beyond pilots or proofs of concept. And that was from a research director of IDC. Again, I'll post that link down in the description as well. There's also a quote here. Um, Actually, it's not a quote, it's just a little tidbit here. Accenture's strengths can be defined by the company's platform independence, deep industry knowledge, blockchain specific security infrastructure services, and strong partner ecosystem, including HyperLedger, the Enterprise Ethereum Alliance, and Corda, as well as partnerships with IBM Global Technology Services, Microsoft, and Amazon Web Services. So, pretty cool here. But we're going to touch on that Enterprise Ethereum Alliance right now. So, what is the Ethereum Enterprise Alliance? It is a member led organization whose objective is to drive the use of enterprise Ethereum and mainnet Ethereum blockchain technology as an open standard to empower all enterprises. And there are four specific tasks that guide their daily operations. That's to understand enterprise requirements, build standard specifications that address those requirements, evolve alongside and include the public Ethereum blockchain, and lastly, to achieve global interoperability through certification programs. Their vision is a world of collaboration built on a new foundation of trust. And their mission is to enable organizations to adopt and use Ethereum technology in their day to day business operations. And just to sum all that up here, the EEA is a global community of blockchain leaders, adopters, innovators, developers, and businesses from around the globe collaborating to bring about solutions for the benefit of everyone. And if you look here, Accenture is sitting as a board member of the EEA alongside with Microsoft, JP Morgan, Ethereum itself, and a big bank, BNY Mellon. So that's pretty cool stuff right there. The next thing we'll touch on is the Blockchain Research Institute. The Blockchain Research Institute believes that blockchain is the foundation for the second era of the internet. The Blockchain Research Institute is an independent global think tank which brings together the world's top global researchers to undertake groundbreaking research on blockchain technology. And you can see here, Accenture is listed as a member of the Blockchain Research Institute as well, including a quote here. Accenture and the Tapscott Group have a long history of a successful collaboration. Being a founding member of the BRI underscores Accenture's commitment to making blockchain real for clients, and we are pleased to be part of this important initiative. And that is from Simon Whitehouse, the Senior Managing Director of Global Blockchain Technologies Lead at Accenture. Next thing we'll touch on is HyperLedger. HyperLedger is an open source community focused community on developing a suite of stable frameworks, tools, and libraries for enterprise grade blockchain deployments. It is a global collaboration hosted by the Linux Foundation and includes members in finance, banking, Internet of Things, supply chains, manufacturing, and technology. They are built under technical governance and open collaboration. Individual developers, service and solution providers, government associations, and corporate members, and all end users are invited to participate in the development and promotion of these game changing technologies. And the Hyperledger goal is to create enterprise grade, open source, distributed ledger frameworks and code bases to support business transactions. And if you see here, Accenture is a premier member of Hyperledger, alongside with JP Morgan again, IBM, and some others. And there is a quote here from Accenture. I just got to scroll through this list here. So Accenture sits on the Enterprise Ethereum Alliance. They sit on the Blockchain Research Institute, and now they're also a part of Hyperledger. So those are three pretty big names to be a part of, especially when we're seeing blockchain gain gain adoption and traction as the year moves on. Where is this quote at? I know it's in here. Bear with me, folks. We'll pull it up in just a second. Here we go. This is from David Treat, the Managing Director of Financial Services at Accenture. Distributed ledger technology will unlock the full digital potential of capital markets and the wider financial services industry by enabling a shift away from the current reconciliation based systems that are very expensive and highly inefficient. The key to that journey is to have standards and shared platforms that are utilized across industry participants. The Open Ledger project is a great step forward in that process, and we are thrilled to be a part of it. So there's a quote right there. So it shows that they're involved here and they firmly believe in what's going on with blockchain. And if we go to the leadership of Hyperledger, specifically the governing board, there he is, Dave Treat, the senior managing director at Accenture. So Accenture is sitting on the governing board of Hyperledger. Fascinating stuff. Next, we'll go to the Chamber of Digital Commerce, which is the world's leading trade association representing the digital asset and blockchain industry. They believe in advancing a comprehensive, coordinated, pro growth approach to developing blockchain technologies globally, and their mission is to promote the acceptance and use of blockchain technologies and digital assets across all industries. They're in partnership with more than 200 member organizations, and they educate, advocate, and work closely with policymakers, regulators, and industry to create a more inclusive business environment that will incentivize innovation and investment in blockchain technology. Its ability to improve processes, increase cost efficiency, and promote transparency in numerous industries is transforming the ways which we do business. And about, if we go to the about page here and we scroll down to their board of advisors, there is David Treat again, managing director of global blockchain lead at Accenture. So he sits on the board of Hyperledger and the Digital Chamber of Commerce. So that's big players that we're involved with here that Accenture is deeply involved with. Next, we'll go to ID 2020. That is for a digital ID. And then just to read this off here. Since 2016, ID 2020 has advocated for ethical, privacy protecting approaches to digital ID. For the 1 in 7 people globally who lacks a means to prove their identity, digital ID offers access to vital social services and enables them to exercise their rights as citizens and voters and participate in the modern economy. But doing digital ID right means protecting civil liberties and putting control over personal data back where it belongs, in the hands of the individual. So this ID 2020 is about digital IDs, okay? And if we scroll down here, it has Accenture and Microsoft listed on their page here. And there's even a quote from Accenture. Accenture has joined the ID 2020 alliance with partners like Microsoft to create an open, human centric approach to identity. The alliance draws on advances in biometrics and innovative technologies and brings together expertise from business, government, and non government agencies. That's from Christine Leong, Digital Identity Innovations Lead. If you want to dive deeper into ID 2020, I will also leave a link in the description. But this Christine Leong, she's actually written for the World Economic Forum. This is her little article she wrote here about digital identities. And um, specifically, that was talked about here was the World Economic Forum's Known Traveler Digital Identity Initiative is an example of such an approach to having a digital ID. This initiative brings together a global consortium of individuals, governments, authorities, and the travel industry to facilitate safe and seamless journeys. Consortium partners can access verifiable claims of a traveler's identity data to improve passenger processing and reduce risk. Travelers can manage their own profile, collect digital attestations, I believe is how you say that, of their identity data and decide which information to share. And it's important to know, like we've been hearing about these vaccine passports, digital health passports. So the fact that we have a person from Accenture writing an article for the World Economic Forum talking about this thing, it's got to sound like they're involved somehow, especially when they're tied in with ID 2020. So if we were to click on this known traveler digital identity link here, it brings us to this page, of which we see Accenture is a pilot partner of the known traveler digital identity. So that's interesting stuff here. So it's obvious that Accenture has its roots tied into blockchain. And as we see, the blockchain space is still in its infancy, right? Seeing a company of its prestige being partners and board members of alliances, it makes me excited to understand, know about, and invest in this company. And as blockchain continues to grow and become used in everyday life, I can only imagine the value that Accenture will bring to these consortiums, think tanks, alliances, as well as the value to, our pockets as investors here. So this is my first video in the series. Let me know what you thought about it. Um, if you liked it, didn't like it, let me know in the comments. Leave a thumbs up. Follow me on Twitter at the Mr. Investor, and we'll see you next time. I will be posting the next video for this little series I'm doing probably within the week or so. But yeah, stay tuned. Thanks. We'll catch you next time.